Milan is a city known worldwide for its fashion and financial importance, a dream city for many to visit, which usually tops their Italian bucket list. However, you need to know how to reach the moral capital of Italy first. In this video, we will look at how to reach Milan from any of its surrounding airports. So come on and let's figure out how to get to the city center. There are three airports that service Milan: Milan Malpensa Airport, Milan Linate Airport, and Milan Bergamo Airport. Malpensa Airport is located 50 kilometers northwest of Milan and is the largest airport in northern Italy. You will most likely fly into this airport since it is the second busiest airport in all of Italy. The airport is an operating base for EasyJet, Neos, Ryanair, and Wizz Air, in addition to having several direct flights to and from Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Once you arrive to Malpensa Airport, there are three ways to reach Milan: by train, bus, or taxi. There are two train stations at the airport, one for Terminal 1 and another one for Terminal 2. Both train stations are located in the basement level of each terminal, which can be reached by following the signs that say train or treni in Italian. The airport is serviced by regional trains and an express shuttle train. The regional train is slower as it stops several times and you will have to transfer trains to get to Milan. The price for this train is around 9 euros for an adult ticket, 5 euros for children between 4 and 12 years old, and children under 4 years old travel for free. The train takes about 1 hour to 1 hour and 20 minutes, depending on what station you are trying to reach in the city. The other train option is the Malpensa Express. The Malpensa Express is an airport rail service that connects Malpensa Airport Terminal 1 and 2 with the city of Milan. The adult ticket costs 13 euros each way. Tickets for children between 4 and 13 years of age are 650 euros, and children under 4 years old travel for free. If you book a round-trip ticket within 30 days on the website, you could get a discount on the total price. The Malpensa Express trains run approximately every 30 minutes in two different lines: the Milano-Cadorna line, which takes about 37 minutes, and the Milano-Centrale line, which takes about 50 minutes. Both lines start at Terminal 1 and pass through Terminal 2. The terminals are roughly 6 minutes apart from each other. The Milano-Cadorna line stops at these stations. The first train leaves at 5:56 a.m. and the last one at 12:26 a.m. The Milano-Centrale line stops at these stations. The first train leaves at 5:25 a.m. and the last one at 11:25 p.m. Between these hours of operation, 4 trains depart every hour for the Milan stations, 2 for Milano Centrale and 2 for Milano Cadorna. The advantage of the Malpensa Express is that you won't have to transfer. You will ride the same train toward your final destination. I believe this is a better option, even if it's a little bit pricier than regional trains, given that you save time and avoid any inconvenience with delays or cancellations when transferring trains. You could also take a bus from Malpensa to Milan. There are 4 bus options you can take: Air Pullman's Malpensa Shuttle, Airport Bus Express, TerraVision, and Caronte. The bus companies have buses every 30 minutes between 3:20 a.m. and 12:15 a.m. Tickets can be bought online or inside at the arrival halls or at the bus stop. These are the hours of operation and ticket prices for each bus company. I do want to point out some issues with the bus services. For some reason, several people have had issues with their online tickets and ended up having to buy an additional physical one upon arrival. Furthermore, these companies tend to sell tickets to people queuing for the buses that don't have one. Once the bus is full, no one else is let in, meaning that even if you have an online ticket, your ticket time might not be respected when there are long queues, especially during the summer months when there are many tourists visiting Milan. If this happens, you will have to wait 30 minutes for the next bus. Otherwise, you could buy a ticket upon arrival and scope out which bus company has shorter lines in order to ride with them. Regardless, it takes at least an hour to reach Milano Centrale, but depending on traffic, it'll take up to an hour and 20 minutes. In my opinion, buses are not worth the hassle and stress. I would rather take the Malpensa Express or the regional train and avoid any potential issues that could arise. What if you need to get to Milan as soon as possible? Well, you could take a taxi. It is the fastest way to get to Milan, as long as you don't get stuck in traffic. However, it is also the most expensive method to get to the city. Taxis charge a fixed price of 110 euros to get to the city center. If you have the money to spare, definitely consider this option as it is the most direct one. Double check the flat price of 110 euros with the driver beforehand, because taxi drivers can forget the fixed price and upcharge you. No taxi should charge you more than 110 euros to take you to Milan. In case they do, go to another taxi that will respect the fixed price. Also, be sure that your taxi accepts card payments before you start your ride, since many taxi drivers say they only accept cash and won't let you pay by card. It would also be wise to withdraw some cash upon arrival to not encounter any issues. Plus, I think it's always smart to carry some cash with you in case there is any issue with your card. According to Malpensa Airport's official website, these are the taxis that service the airport and their phone numbers. Milano Linate Airport is located 9 kilometers east of Milan. Only domestic or international flights within the EU or from the United Kingdom are allowed to land here. Despite being smaller than Malpensa, it is sometimes preferred than its counterpart and heavily used by business travelers. It is a focus city for ITA Airways, formerly Alitalia. Given Linate's close proximity to Milan, you can hop on the Milanese metro to get almost anywhere in the city. The airport has its own metro station, which is at one of the ends of Line 4 or the Blue Line of the Milan Metro. On this line, it takes about 12 minutes to reach the city center, specifically Station San Babila. Plus, the complete line with 21 stations recently opened in early October 2024. The line will have another end at San Cristoforo station. Along the route, there are stations where you can transfer to other metro lines. A single ticket for the metro costs €2.20 and it's valid for 90 minutes from its first validation. Remember to always buy a ticket to ride the metro, otherwise you will get fined. The Milan Metro runs from 6 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. Outside metro hours, the NM4 bus line replaces the M4 line between the airport and San Babila metro station. Just like at Malpensa, there are direct bus services from Linate Airport to Milano Centrale station. Airport Bus Express and Air Pullman's Linate Shuttle service the airport. The buses take about 25 minutes to reach Milano Centrale. These are the timetables for the buses and their prices. Taxis are usually way cheaper than for Malpensa Airport. For about 64 euros, you can get to anywhere within the city limits. Due to the airport's location, taxis are the preferred option among travelers flying into Linate. These are the official taxis that serve the city of Milan. Check prices beforehand not to get scammed. Finally, the third Milanese airport, Orio al Serio International Airport, is located close to Bergamo. The airport is called Milan Bergamo Airport for commercial purposes, and similarly to Malpensa Airport, is 50 kilometers away from the city. The airport is an operating base for Aero Italia, Alba Star, and Ryanair. The best way to get to Milan from Bergamo Airport is by bus. The same bus companies that serve Malpensa serve Bergamo Airport, plus an additional one. Airport Bus Express, Air Pullman's Orio Shuttle, TerraVision, Caronte, and Flipco. For every bus company, buses leave every 30 minutes. These are the prices and hours of operation for every bus company. All the buses drop you off at Milano Centrale station, with a travel time of 50 minutes to an hour. Contrary to Malpensa, it is recommended that you buy a ticket online since availability can run out. However, be aware that an online ticket is not a seat reservation. If the bus fills up before you board, you will have to wait for the next bus to Milano Centrale. The buses are the easiest and cheapest way to reach Milan. The buses allow you to bring a large cabin bag and a carry-on bag per person. For more information on the bag allowance, check the links for the bus companies in the description box. The same issues that I mentioned about Malpensa's buses also happen at Bergamo Airport. However, as it is the best way to reach Milan, the personnel tend to be better prepared for these types of issues. An alternative ground transportation option is to get to Bergamo and take a train to one of Milan's train stations. Unfortunately, Bergamo Airport doesn't have a train station, so you will have to take a taxi or urban bus to Bergamo train station and then buy a ticket to Milan or to any other Italian city nearby. As a matter of fact, many tourists trying to get to cities such as Brescia and Verona land in Bergamo Airport. Check the Bergamo Airport's official website linked in the description box for more information. If you prefer a more direct way to get to Milan, taxis or car rentals are available at the airport. Taxis charge anywhere between €100 to €122 for a ride from Bergamo Airport to Milan city center. Driving in Milan can be a bit complicated due to the feared ZTL. In this video, I explain how Italian ZTLs work based on Florence. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you when landing in one of Milan's airports. Consider subscribing, leaving a like, and have a great day.